Hey guys, Snowflake here, and welcome to another episode of Snowlays at the Wheel, where once again we will be trying to save Manchester United from doing badly, or at least that's the game. But so far it hasn't gone too well. As you can see, we're still in the relegation zones with a game in hand, but obviously that's not where we want to be. Last time out it wasn't that bad. We knocked Bournemouth out of the Carabao Cup, although they did play a bit of a weakened team, but Anthony Martial scored a winner in the second half. They played a much stronger team in the league 4 days later, and when they were playing at home, and we were a bit lucky to escape with a 0-0 draw, but we did so. And then we went to Ukraine and put 4 past Alexandria in the Europa League. 2 for Martial, 1 for Pogba and 1 for Rashford. And today we've got 2 matches against mid-table Premier League teams coming up. We've got Leicester at home, who actually played that same fixture on my drafting my team save and actually lost 4-2 with a much better team, so I'm a bit worried about Leicester. We've got Aston Villa away, and then we play against Borussia Mönchengladbach away in the Europa League, knowing that a draw would qualify us. However, we do risk coming second in the group to Getafe if we fail to win. And we play against Getafe at home last. But we want to be within touching distance of them, so yeah. So I guess some other Europa League games are due to play. Very entertaining 4-4 draw between Torino and Sporting. Arsenal beat Strasbourg. Okay, that's fine, that's it. Okay, everyone's happy to have a day off, that's interesting. I forget how much we have, 27 mil, okay. Okay, Brighton have beaten Sheffield United 3-1. Rashford doing well in training. Ivanovic not doing well. Wow, apparently Gary Neville likes Anthony Martial. He's had a little bit of a rich vein of form, I'll admit that. Okay, Martial play up to the pressure. So Rashford works well with Shaw, Lindelof works well with Bailly, Mascherano's working well with Pogba. Okay, cool. Okay, let's watch the under 18s take on Newcastle. Mejbri with a free kick. Header by Denham, off the bar, trying to scramble in the rebound, and eventually it's cleared away. Gilchrist with a free kick, and it's gone in despite the efforts of Masney, and Newcastle have taken the lead. But we have a penalty. Mejbri puts it into the bottom corner to tie it up. Devine heads it to Welland, gets it back. Long ball by Devine, puts Hugoworth through. Hugoworth goes for goal, just wide. Tried to catch the keeper out with an early shot there. Hughes goes long, header away by Gamblin, Anderson goes long, and Gilchrist gets in behind but gets the shot all wrong and blazes it wide. Here's Stanley. Stanley brought down by Tom Midgley, who's probably about to get his second yellow card and is sent off for Newcastle with 24 minutes to go. Long ball over the top finds Hugoaf. He's able to come inside. Plays to Meshbury. Shots blocked, but Wellens smashes in the rebound to give us back the lead. Masney with a goal kick. Wellens brings it down and immediately sends it long. Hugoaf's through. Can he make it free? It's saved by Langley. And Newcastle clear. But we managed to win that 2-1 with the help of a red card. Romero has blamed me for ending his international career because he hasn't been called up. Because apparently he expects to be playing. And Sanchez, however, has been called up and will play for Chile. So Tottenham have managed to beat Man City 3-0. Ali and Kane sharing the goals between them. Okay, Maguire is coming back from his injury just in time to potentially face his former club. Newcastle draw goals to Watford. Southampton go third by beating Everton 4-1 despite Walcott scoring against his old team. West Ham tie with Bournemouth. Liverpool beat Aston Villa. And Chelsea have beaten Burnley to go above us. Okay, so we're bottom, but we have 2 games in hand to most teams. Please let us win at least one of these. Okay, let's go. Okay, just one change from the team that beat Alexandria. Harry Maguire is back from his injury and comes in for Jones. Other than that, business as usual. And Leicester will start with Schmeichel in goal. Justin, Charlar, Benkovic and Fuchs at the back. It's a very different team to the one that played my drafted team. However, the midfielders and strikers are familiar, as Ndidi's holding, Tielemans and Pryor in the middle, Barnes and Madison on the wings with Vardy up front, Ward, Morgan, Chowdhury, Gray, Facer, Amate and Albrighton on the bench. I think, was Lingard on loan at Leicester? No, yeah, he was on loan at Leicester. So Jesse Lingard's also against his former club, as well as Harry Maguire. Okay, I'll do. We'll have a goal kick. Okay, Leicester throw. Fuchs to Vardy. Pryor, Tielemans. And back to Ndidi. Tielemans, Pryor. And Pogba manages to cut that out and plays it to Martial. Martial Plays it to Rashford. Back in the Premier League after he was suspended. Plays it inside to Pogba. He's managed to find Shaw. Now Mascherano. Back to Maguire. McTominay. Mascherano, Maguire. First time pass to find Shaw. And Shaw goes down the left. Puts in a cross. Fuchs' header away. It's come out to Shaw. Pogba. And now Rashford. Back to Shaw. Rashford able to cut inside. Great chance for Rashford. But it's straight at Schmeichel. And it won't go in. Here comes Maddison for Leicester. This is a good run by James Maddison. And Luke Shaw has got it off him. No, it's given as a penalty. Luke Shaw has fouled Maddison. And Leicester have a chance to take the lead from the penalty spot. Surely not again. Jamie Vardy versus David De Gea. And Vardy puts it in. Leicester have taken the lead. Shaw giving away the penalty. Didn't look like Maddison was going anywhere as well. Right, here's Wan-Bissaka. Manages to get round Maddison. It's a good ball, and now Martial's through. Chance for Martial, saved by Schmeichel. And it will be a corner. Mascherano will take it. Fuchs heads it away. Comes out to Pogba. Mascherano crosses it back in there. But Benkovic with a header. And Fuchs will probably clear it. Okay, we got a throw. Wan-Bissaka to Lingard. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Sends it long, and Jesse Lingard will take it. And Lingard will cut inside. Chance for Lingard, and Jesse Lingard does score against his old side to tie up the scores after half an hour. Lovely finish by Jesse Lingard. And we tie it up, and deservedly so. Some good passes by Wan-Bissaka as well in this game. And he's got himself an assist now as well. Leicester throw. Barnes to Vardy. Vardy's able to turn. And Shaw with another tackle. This time it's a good one, according to the ref. But Leicester continue their attack. Barnes to Justin and here's Vardy. Barnes. Justin to Vardy. Justin shoots and it's eventually blocked by Shaw for a corner. Maddison will take. Headed away by McTominay as far as Tielemans, and Tielemans has managed to squeeze it in to give Leicester back the lead just before half time. That must be what the 2 out of 2 shots on target have gone in. And one of them was a penalty. Dear. Alright, well that's half time and things are going badly. Well, yeah, definitely not happy with that. Jesse Lingard looked to have scored the goal that would turn it around for us, but unfortunately not. Nice tackle by Pogba. Okay, I'm a bit worried about Leicester already have another corner. Maddison, okay, De Gea catches it, that's fine. Yellow card for Fuchs. Here's Pogba, McTominay, Mascherano. Back to McTominay. It's a good switch to find Rashford on the left. Rashford cuts inside and shoots. It's blocked by Chala. His second shot is also blocked. And, yep, no luck there. Leicester free kick in a dangerous position. Maddison's cross. Vardy's header is just wide. Mate comes on for Fuchs. We've got a goal kick. De Gea sends it long. McTominay brings it down. Tries to find Lingard, but Justin intercepts it. Here's Maddison and Ndidi. Tielemans with a brilliant first time pass for Justin. Here's Prayet, but McTominay intercepts. Lingard, Mascherano, McTominay. Lindelof, Lingard, back to Mascherano, McTominay to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka makes a good run down the right, plays it inside to Lingard, back out to Wan-Bissaka, early cross, chance for Martial, but it's straight at Schmeichel. That really should have been the equaliser. Pogba free kick. Met by Harry Maguire off the bar, and then McTominay heads the rebound over. How are we still losing this game? Maddison gets booked now. Lingard's taken a knock, so we'll take him off. Sure, Ashley Young can come on. Yellow card for Justin now. Chowdhury on for Prayet. We've got a throw deep in our half. Shaw to Mascherano, back to Shaw. Finds Rashford. Mascherano. Brings it forward. Plays it to Pogba. Now McTominay. Rashford. Does well to get past Amate. Rashford goes for goal from distance, but fires it well wide. Could have brought that a little closer. Leicester throw. Justin to Vardy. Back to Justin. Cross headed away by Lindelof. Out to Chowdhury. Ndidi finds Amate on the right. Amate to Barnes. His shot's headed away by Maguire. Barnes has it back. Tielemans switches it to Justin. There's time to pick out a player, but it's headed away by Maguire. Rashford heads it straight to Barnes. Amate to Tielemans. Ndidi sprays it out to Justin. Chowdhury. Back to Justin. Here's Ndidi. Looking for Justin again, and Justin can't keep it in. And Gray replaces Barnes to make Leicester's last sub. De Gea goal kick. Gray wins the header, but Mascherano heads it back to Maguire. Here's Rashford. Brings it forward. Plays it back to Pogba, but Tielemans intercepts it. Here's Gray. Good tackle back by Rashford though. Shaw now to Pogba. McTominay. Young. Back to McTominay. Gets it back from Mascherano. Mascherano to Pogba. Mascherano to Shaw. Pogba. Lovely pass. Finds Ashley Young with a great volley, and Schmeichel somehow tips it over the bar. And once again we've been denied. Young will take the corner himself. Headed away by Ndidi. Here's Maguire. Lindelof gives it away, and Leicester will come out with it. Yellow card for Ndidi now as well. Rashford looking tired. Bring on Andreas Pereira. Leicester free kick. Maddison will take. De Gea comes out and collects. Please turn this into a counter-attack. De Gea sends it long for Rashford, who hasn't quite come off yet. And Rashford sends it long. Martial's onto it. Can he finish with his left foot? Schmeichel with another brilliant save, and Leicester able to clear. Pogba free kick, 3 minutes to go. Comes off the wall. Here's Young. Lindelof's got space on the right, although he's not the guy you want on the ball there. He plays it back to McTominay. Here comes a cross. Amate heads it away. Pereira. Mascherano. Pass looking for Young. Can he keep it in? He can. But Justin tackles him. However, Young holds on to it, but not for long, as Justin does make a good tackle. Plays it to Chowdhury. Highlights still not over yet. Here's Tielemans. Back to Chowdhury. Tielemans looking for Gray on the right. Gray with a cross. Vardy's effort saved by De Gea. I guess that was a bit lucky, but on the whole, you can see by the stats how much we've dominated the chances. But it looks like Leicester about to do it to me again. One last chance maybe. Wan-Bissaka. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka's cross. It's going to go out for a goal kick. That's surely going to be that. Oh, it's defeat to start off the episode. Leicester finished better than us, I guess, in the end. Vardy's penalty after Shaw brought down Maddison gave him the lead. Lingard had tied it up. Tielemans scored the winner just before half-time. Despite Leicester winning the match, it's Aaron Wan-Bissaka who gets the Man of the Match award. Worst players, well, Shaw giving away the penalty. Amate and Barnes also didn't do that great. Yeah, I'm expecting a lot better than that. Lingard 1 or 2 days out with a bruised shin. It's fine because we got the international break. Let's praise Wan-Bissaka. But yeah, it's our first loss since the beginning of October. Doesn't seem that way given our league position. Yeah, the board hate me again. Goodness sake. Alright, well, let's distract ourselves with some other Premier League games. Palace draw with Wolves. Arsenal beat Norwich 3-0. Still have no idea how I still have a job. Okay, 27 mil we have, right. go, bunch of inquiries. Don't think we'll end up signing many of these players, but okay, there we go. That's all done. Okay, Hugoworth doing good work in training. Seems like a good player whenever I see him play for the youngsters, so. Okay, Amaran demoted from under 23s to under 18s, sure. Twanzebe is no longer influential, he's gone down to others because he's not playing much. Shaw has become highly influential because he's been at the club a long time. Praise Wan-Bissaka. Praise Pogba. And praise Martial for their good form. Okay, Gabri Vega and Fran Lopez from Celta Vigo could be potential signings. Or not. Uh, 15.75 for Mandzukic, maybe. We can make what didn't happen in real life actually happen. 22 million for Martin Terrier. Okay, Mascherano, tight groin 1 or 2 days. It's fine, it's international break. Have all the minor injuries you want in this time and never have them again. Okay, under 23s against Scunthorpe. Here is Mella running forward. Manages to get into the box. Mella shoots, but it's blocked by Ntije. Is Lund. Slater finds McGahey on the right hand side to Colclough. His shot's blocked. Cross comes in though. Miller hits the post. Wilson gathers the loose ball. Hamill with the corner. Miller's header, and Scunthorpe have taken the lead thanks to George Miller. Mitchell's throw. Fosu Mensah to McGee. Now Miller pulls it back to McCann, but McCann hits it wide. Chong able to bring it forward. Puts in a cross. McGee with a header, and it's just wide. Scunthorpe corner. Hamill will take. He's found Songu, and Songu's able to finish it unmarked. Frank Songu, or Jan Songu, sorry, makes it 2-0. Ramazani now switches it for Chong. Chong cuts inside, great chance, but it's saved by Watson at his near post. Colclough plays the free kick short to Lambert. Lambert from distance has made it free to confirm a comfortable win for Scunthorpe. Good goal by Jack Lambert. Is that the Thing trophy? Yeah. What's this trophy called again? Leasing.com trophy, right? Paul Woolston should be sent out on loan. I mean, he's not a great player, so I guess sure, we'll send him away. Okay, international games. Okay, Gallagher, Allison and Mecha played. Nothing too convenient there. Stuart Harvey for a scout. He's currently at Blackburn. Okay, under 18s take on Reading. Of course, international call-ups I'm forgetting are also depleting the young squads as well. Pendlebury, Tetek, headed away by Hardley. It's Pendlebury to Neves. Neves shoots straight at Masney. Pendlebury's the name of the officer that Carl got accused of killing at the start of San Andreas, if you're wondering why I'm smiling. Here's Stanley from a tight angle, goes for goal. He should have crossed it really. Here's Neves. Neves with a cross to Neves, but Devine heads as far as Pendlebury, who hits it over the bar. Hughes goes long. Hugoworth brings it down, beats his marker, kind of. He's tackled, and Stanley goes for goal, but he puts it wide. Hughes with a throw. Here's Dodgson. Dodgson with a cross. Wellens with a header, and is headed in by Wellens to give us the lead on the half an hour mark. Now we're already 10 minutes from the end. Stanley's free kick headed all the way across by Fish and wide. Last minute, Dorset to Neves. Can Reading get a late equaliser? Olise Tetek with the long ball, headed away by Dodgson, and then Devine heads it behind for a corner. No, that wasn't really much of a chance. Oh, still another time for another though. Here's Savage, back to Fish, over the top. Hoogerworth is through, saved by Roberts. And it's a 1-0 win for the under-18s. Good job. Okay, Ivanovic, not really important, plays a squad player. Santa Maria has twisted his ankle. No point in injecting him. He's going to be out for 3 to 4 weeks. Ivanovic has to be patient. Wait, no. I want to discuss selection policy. That's the right answer. Okay, more international games. Rashford scored as England beat Czech Republic 3-0. Brandon Williams was sent off as England under-20s lost to Holland. Mason Greenwood though scored in the England under-21s win over Georgia. Nothing really of note happening apart from that. Okay, Lingard doing well in training. Ashley Young not doing well. Some more international games. McTominay scoring and getting an assist as Scotland beat San Marino 5-0. Matic playing pretty well for Serbia against Ukraine. Against Kovalenko, funnily enough. Sanchez playing well as Chile beat Bolivia 2-0. Okay, let's see if we can sign Mike Maignan from Lille. If only for his name. Oh. He doesn't even want to talk to me. Fair enough. I probably angered him at some point earlier in this save. Okay, under-23s against Stoke under-23s. Let's see how this one goes. Here's Young to Mitchell. Mitchell's cross. Chong at the back post plays it back across. Ramazani's first shot is blocked. His second is saved. Unlucky for Ramazani. Edwards tackled by Mitchell. No penalty. Young's clearance is as far as Karamoko. His cross is flicked on by Campbell, but it's straight at Baumann. Sanali with a free kick. Sends it in. Campbell's header just clips the top of the bar and goes over. Edwards. Cross to Tete. Back to Edwards. Edwards finds Ngoy and Baumann saves. Ngoy back in there. It's headed as far as Edwards, but Baumann makes another great save. Ngoy now with a free kick to Karamoko. Back to Ngoy. And he scores a screamer right into the corner. Stoke take the lead It's a good goal by Ngoy. Cousins finds Edwards. Edwards with a cross. Campbell's header is over the bar. Stoke throw. Edwards. And Ngoy heads it back to him. Edwards tackled by Young. Fosu Mensah clears. Is Bat or Buff. He finds Tete. This is a long highlight. Cousins switches it to McJanet. McJanet's cross headed away by Mitchell. Young and Fosu Mensah clear. Here's Buff. Cousins. Porter. McJanet. Why is it showing me like the whole match? Porter to Tete. Cousins. McJanet. Cross comes in and Ngoy's header. Bauman can't keep it out. 2-0 to Stoke. A second for Julian and Ngoy. Oh no, it didn't count. It was offside. Campbell penalty, well saved by Bauman to keep it at 1-0, but that's all that's going to happen anyway, so it's going to be a defeat. Okay, more international games. Pogba scoring and assisting as France beat Turkey 4-2. Not sure how happy I am with that, given that I would have wanted Turkey to win, but guess I can be happy. De Gea and Lindelof playing against each other. Spain winning that one 3-1. Bad performance by Gallagher Allison. Scotland under-19s lost to Portugal. And that's about it. Okay, nope, no more. Okay, 21.5 million for Sander Berger. Nope. International games. Rashford scoring again as England beat Hungary 4-0. Maguire also got subbed on. James not playing well as Wales drew with Slovakia. Another goal for Greenwood as England under-21s beat Bosnia and Herzegovina. Elanga playing well as Sweden under-21s battered Kazakhstan. Goal for Sviderski as Slovakia under-21s beat Latvia 3-2. And a good game for Dalot as Portugal under-21s beat Israel 2-0. More internationals. De Gea playing well as Spain beat Norway. Sanchez not playing well as Chile lose to Argentina. An assist for Pogba as France beat Moldova 3-0. Assist for Lindelof as well as Sweden beat Malta 5-1. And a pretty high rating. Hey, Rojo has gained British citizenship. If there's one thing to celebrate in the save, it's that. Ooh, injury for Mata. Twisted ankle. 3 or 4 weeks. That came from playing him in the under-18s game against Southend under-23s. I assumed it was a friendly, but oh well. Divine to Mejbri is Hardley. Finds Mejia. Mejia shoots and is blocked by Kyprianou. Here's Ndukwu. Gets his cross in. Header away by Mejia as far as Mantum. Mantum shoots. Good catch by Grant. Here's Mejia. Goes over the top. Emerand gets in between 2 defenders. He's brought down and it's a second yellow for Liam Ridgewell. I remember that guy. Used to play for Aston Villa. Now a free kick for Pereira. Comes off the wall. Hugoworth chases the loose ball. Cross finds Mejia on the edge of the box, but he's put that over the bar. Pereira free kick from the left. Header by Fish is over the bar. McKee to Howard. 10-man Southend on the attack. Taylor. And has found its way to Gordon and is finished off by Gordon. 10-man Southend take the lead. Anthony Gordon scores it, but last minute free kick. Pereira whips it in. Fish with a header. Ties it up in the 93rd minute. So at least we get something out of the game. But yeah, it was just a friendly. It's not a big deal. Oh, Rashford has backed me. Thank you, Marcus. I appreciate you. Van Nistelrooy's questioning us. Fantastic. Dion McGee, broken ankle. 3 months out. Unlucky. Let's play positive. McTominay is starting to work well with Pogba. That's good. Let's focus down the middle then, since our midfielder's pretty good. 17.5 mil for Ion Radu. Nope. Wow, this is a weird sentence. How do you see Chelsea's match against Man City affecting the Premier Division relegation battle? Deary me. It's not what you want to hear. Ivanovic, stop crying, jeez. Okay, Leicester take on Liverpool. Of course, Leicester don't even try against Liverpool. 3-1 to Liverpool in the end. Rashford, top of the training squad. Lee Grant at the bottom. Okay, Ivanovic still moaning. Right, under 18s versus Wolves. Let's watch this one. Hodnett, Marquez to Richards. Long ball and is found Bugarin. His shot is blocked by Denham. Wolves free kick, Estrada. And he's managed to score. Guadagno can't keep it out. Even Wolves' youth team is full of Portuguese players. Mejbri, Haygarth with a long ball. He's found his way to Emeran and he's hit the post, but he's managed to get to the rebound before anyone else and tie up the scores. Headed by Denham is straight to Otasowi. Does well. Plays it to Bugarin. And Guadagno this time makes a great save to tip it over. Scott with a free kick. Marquez's header and Wolves are back in front. Christian Marquez. But here's Stanley for us. Cross by Hughes. Header away by Scott. Comes out to Satona. He sets up Mejbri. He doesn't get a good shot off at all. It goes wide. Mejbri free kick. Sends it into the box. Mengi with a chance, but he skies it over the bar when he was completely open. Now Hugoworth brings it forward. Out to Emeran. Emeran's cross. Finds Mejbri. And he puts it in off the post to get us a late equaliser. But maybe a chance for another? Nope. 2-2. And City have battered Chelsea 4-0. Which means we'll definitely go above them if we win. Yeah. West Ham win 1-0 at Norwich. Sheffield United beat Newcastle 2-0. And Southampton get a late equaliser to draw with Wolves. Okay, there we go. And Everton almost beat Arsenal, but for a late equaliser from Pepe. And let's get into our match against Aston Villa then. And it's going to be just for one change from the team that lost to Leicester. It's going to be the goal scorer Lingard to make way, as Daniel James will start. Villa have got ex-United man Heaton in goal, Gilbert, Engels, Concert and Target at the back, McGinn and Douglas Luiz holding, Juan P, Grealish and Younes playing behind Wesley, with Nyland, Hauser, Trezeguet, El Ghazi, Nakamba, ex-United player Chester, and Hurricane on the bench. Please, 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 let us win a Premier League game for once. A yellow card for Luke Shaw. Villa free kick. Grealish from the left. Wesley with a header, and it's got over the bar. Thank goodness for that. Pogba with a free kick. Engels. Oh no, it's McTominay's header that goes straight at Heaton. Thought it was a header back to the keeper for a sec. Heaton rolls it to Engels. Here's Konsa, able to bring it forward. Here's McGinn. Juanpi. And is brought down by Rashford. Ref plays advantage. Gilbert's cross. Younes heads it back to target. Douglas Luiz goes back to Konsa. And Konsa has to go all the way back to his goalkeeper Heaton. And Heaton almost closed down by Martial, but plays it to target. Here's Konsa. He sends it over the top, and now Wesley's got a chance. And Wesley has put it in. The flag's gone up. So I'm not sure if it's going to count. VAR is looking at it, and he was offside. Thank goodness for that. Yellow card for Douglas Luiz. Corner for us. Shaw to take. Konsa heads it away. Maguire picks up the loose ball, plays it back to Shaw. Here's Maguire. James does well to get into the box, plays it back to Shaw. He sets up Pogba on the edge of the box, but Heaton is able to save it. Throw in for us. Wan-Bissaka to James. James turns, looks for Martial and finds him, and Martial's able to head straight for the goal. Martial, great finish. We take the lead at Villa Park, and that hopefully we'll be able to hold on to it and get a much needed win. Great ball by James, and Martial with a terrific run and finish. Target now gets himself booked. Villa have a throw. Gilbert to McGinn. Here's Juanpi to Douglas Luiz, and he finds Gilbert and way too much space on the right. Good tackle though by Maguire. Rashford clears it, will come out to target. McGinn back to target. McGinn again, looking for Younes down the left. Wan-Bissaka takes it off him and clears it. And he's found Martial, and Martial turns Konsa. Can Martial go all the way? And he tries, but his shot is terrible. But good fair play to him once again for creating his own chance. And Pogba now with a free kick. It's over the wall, but Heaton gets across and catches it. Could have done with a bit more power there, maybe by Pogba. Villa throw. Gilbert to Grealish. Grealish able to turn past Mascherano. Here's Douglas Luiz, Wesley, Younes. finds Gilbert. Gilbert finds Juanpi in the box. Falls to Gilbert, gets it back from Wesley, but his shot comes off his teammate, and we're going to have a throw-in. A little bit fortunate there. 2 minutes added on. Last chance maybe for Villa. Gilbert's throw. Gets it back from Grealish. Here's Juanpi. Grealish. Back to Juanpi. McGinn. Juanpi. McGinn. Forcing them backwards. Douglas Luiz throw to Grealish. And McGinn plays a good ball for Gilbert. Gilbert's cross, headed away by Lindelof. And James will whack it clear. Konsa's header, straight to Pogba though. Maybe it's the last chance for us instead. And Pogba's found Martial. Martial gets all the way into the box, but Heaton makes a save this time. Tell you what, Martial's a lot better in this game than he is in real life. As soon as he gets the ball, chances are he'll get through on goal with the keeper. Engels heads Shaw's corner away. But that's going to be the half-time whistle, I hope. Good tackle by McTominay on Grealish. And yep, there it is. So Martial with the only goal of the game so far. I mean, it was slightly edged for shots, so maybe we deserve to be in front, but Villa have had chances and a disallowed goal. Let's do this for the fans, tell James no pressure, and start the second half. Nice tackle by Pogba on McGinn. He makes those good tackles every now and then, to be fair. De Gea with a goal kick. Rashford does well to bring it down. And turns and goes. Juanpi's tackle though. Did well to recover. Here's Grealish. Douglas Luiz. To McGinn. Finds Gilbert. Gilbert tackled by Rashford, and Rashford will use this opportunity to break. There's no right back, so Rashford can keep going, and he's found a gap for Martial, but Heaton makes a save low to his right. And he's kept Villa still in this, to be honest. Targets long ball, headed by Mascherano to McTominay. Mascherano to James, good first touch. James to Wan-Bissaka. There's McTominay, James. Back to McTominay, James again. McTominay. Wan-Bissaka. He's got two players on him, but he's managed to squeeze it to James and get it back. Can he find a cross? He finds Rashford, who volleys it right into the top corner. An absolute arrow. And Marcus Rashford gives us some breathing space, and it looks like we might finally be able to get ourselves a win. Well, a league win anyway. De Gea finds James with a goal kick. James comes forward. James finds Martial. Chance for free, and Martial tucks it away. And this was by far our best league performance of the season already. Second of the game for Martial. Another assist for Dan James. Yellow card for McTominay. Well, nothing much is happening since it was 3-0, but Pogba has a free kick on the edge of the box, but it's come off the wall. He'll get to it himself. And he's brought down for another free kick by Grealish. as Trezeguet replaces Juanpi. Pogba gets up and takes the free kick himself. Picks out an open Maguire. Lindelof heads it back across. And it was just pinball. But eventually Villa will get it away. Yellow card now for Konsa. Villa have a goal kick. Heaton short to Engels. Here's Gilbert. McGinn sends it long looking for Wesley, and De Gea should get there. He does. Did worry for a second. De Gea with a drop kick towards Rashford. Rashford can only head it to the feet of Grealish. Grealish looks for Wesley down the line, and he will get to this one. But Luke Shaw with a good block. And Wesley misplaces that pass back to Gilbert. McGinn gets it back from Grealish. He looks for Gilbert, but it'll go out for a goal kick. We'll have that. .10 to go. De Gea goal kick. Rashford flicks it on. No one's there though, and Gilbert picks up the loose ball. Him and Engels are passing it between themselves, but now McGinn joins in. Here's Trezeguet. And he's going to make a good run forward. Plays it back to McGinn. Here's Douglas Luiz. Gets it back from McGinn. McGinn pings it out wide for Target. Back to Younes. Younes with a cross. Grealish's header straight to De Gea. That was a big chance for Aston Villa. Could have got themselves a goal. And double change inbound. Pogba and Rashford looking tired. Let's try bringing on Chong for Pogba. As weird as that sounds. Or, hold on, maybe not. Yeah, sorry, Chong for Pogba. Let's see how he plays in the middle of midfield. And hold on. Let me look at this properly. So we need a centre mid and a left mid. Alright, never mind. Let's look at this properly. Chong, Pereira. Okay, we'll bring on Chong on the wing for Rashford, and we'll bring on Pereira. No. We'll bring on Kovalenko. Yeah, we'll bring on Kovalenko for Pogba. Okay. Looks like a corner. Don't know if this is an actual highlight, but let's find out. Mascherano with a corner. Konsa heads it away. Comes out to Lindelof. Mascherano again. It's a good switch, and James is in acres of space. Dan James saved by Heaton. Kovalenko will take the corner, and it's gone over everyone's heads. Martial is tackled by a target and will have a throw. Nakamba on for Douglas Luiz. 3 minutes added on. De Gea will take a free kick. And Chong's able to flick it on, but again no one in behind, so Engels will pick it up. He sends it to Wesley, who's able to turn. Here's Trezeguet. looking for a pass. Shaw blocks it, and then Shaw with a good tackle. Down the line for Chong. Chong able to turn and go. Chong sends it long, and Kovalenko finds himself for a goal. Can he score his first for the club? No, it's a poor effort, straight at Heaton. And looks like that'll do it. Comfortable 3-0 win in the end. Second half performance was a lot better than the first. And that was reflected in the scoreline. Martial getting the first and third, with Rashford scoring in between. Just what we like to see. And yeah, clean sheet to go with it as well. Martial, man of the match with his 2 goals. And for wasting a bunch, or not having too many chances even, Wesley was the worst player. Yeah, that's more like it. Now we go up to 19th with a game in hand. Things are looking kind of up. Let's praise Mr. Martial. My bad, sorry. I'm aware I'm running a little bit over on my stream, so I've delayed the tag full stream a little bit, if anyone was waiting for that. Okay. So one more match against Borussia Mönchengladbach in the Europa League to come. Some more Prem games first. Burnley draw 0-0 with Tottenham. And Ajax have paid us 1.3 million because Daley Blind. Oh no, he hasn't done it yet. But when he makes 50 appearances, we get a big paycheck. Crystal Palace managed to beat Watford 3-2. Okay, per Schurz, 11.5 million potentially. $5.25 million for Abdoulaye Dabo from Nantes, maybe. Nope. And Bournemouth have beaten Brighton 2-0, which puts them in the top 4. Okay, under 23s against Reading. Let's see how that one goes. And Chris Gunter's about to get sent off for a bad foul on Chong, less than a minute into the match. So that can only bode well. Here's Nditi. Over the top, finds Loda. Loader cuts inside, chance for Reading, and it's a brilliant finish for recently reduced to 10-man Reading. Danny Loader with a good strike. And Ho now with a long ball. And Bulldog beats Bernard to it, and here's Olise. But Olise fires well wide. Puigmal with a free kick for us. Header by Fosu Mensah is just over the bar. Pendlebury over the top. Bernard heads it to Mejbri. Mejbri over the top finds Hugoworth. Hugoworth, good finish. And we equalise. Here comes Chong. He's looking slightly hurt. Plays it back to Mitchell. Cross is headed away by Richards as far as Puigmal. Off the inside of a post. Very unlucky there by Puigmal. Puigmal gets the better of Richards. Plays it back to Laird. Laird to Traore. His shot's blocked. Here comes Fosu Mensah. Laird down the line for Emeran. Emeran's cross. Elanga's coming in but heads it over the bar. Not long left to go. And it's a 1-1 draw despite Reading playing pretty much the full match with 10 men. Okay. Team of the week. Maguire and Marshall get themselves in that. Dallow's been doing well in training. Ready for more first team football apparently. It's good to hear. Twanzebe, yeah, we already know that. Let's praise Lindelof's recent form because he's been doing well. Okay, he didn't think he'd been playing well. Fair enough, mate. Oh, yep, another almost sack message. Okay, Mastrano and McTominay starting to work together in midfield, so the three of them now I think are performing well together. We'll do tighter marking because we really don't want to be losing that match. Okay, under 18s against Watford under 18s in the FA Youth Cup. Here's Neville. Back to Hughes. Hughes over the top. Emeran's able to turn and go. Emeran goes for goal. What a finish from the edge of the box by Emeran. It didn't look possible, but he's picked out the bottom corner and given us the lead. Broom's cross headed away by Fish. Out to McLean. Here's Harrison. Harrison from distance, and that's a screamer as well. And Jordan Harrison ties it up for Watford. Now penalty, Low Everton, saved by Guadagno. Oh, is this a penalty shootout? Mengi saved by White. Harrison for Watford. Another save by Guadagno. No one scored in this shootout. Mejia with a chance, and he manages to give us the lead. Hutchinson manages to send the keeper the wrong way. Chance for Wellens. Saved. And this is a horrible shootout. McLean. And there it is. Watford, I think they take the lead now. Ryan McLean. Fish. Puts it in. Lawal. Scores. And what? Is it skipping penalties? Sanko's penalty creeps in. Oh yeah, missed quite a few penalties. Weird. Emran played well. Promote him to the under-23 squad. I mean, I guess. Okay. Rashford form deserves England call up. Of course he does. Dermot me to the loan list. Why not? Okay, let's see what's been happening in the rest of the Europa League before we start our game. Arsenal have won away to Apoel. Okay. Alright, no changes from the team that beat Aston Villa. If it ain't broke, as they say. And Borussia Mönchengladbach, we did actually beat 1-0 at home. We just need to draw with them to qualify. But we want to finish top of the group, and Getafe are 1 point ahead of us. And Getafe are very likely to beat Alexandria. So if we don't win this game, we're basically locking ourselves into second. But anyway, Mönchengladbach's team, Sommer in goal, Elvedi, Ginter, Bensebaini and Johnson at the back, Kramer, Zakaria and Hoffman in the midfield, Neuhaus playing behind Player and Embo, with Sippel, Poulsen, Benez, Thuram, Herman, Jatska and Stindl on the bench. I mean, I wouldn't be too upset with a draw, given that we would still qualify. But we'll be definitely keeping a close eye on what's happening in Spain. De Gea is already forced into a hurried clearance. Wan-Bissaka's throw to McTominay, gets it back. Floats it up long, but it's gone straight to Bensebaini. Here's Johnson. Johnson sends the lovely ball into the box to find Embolo. He pulls it back to Johnson. Don't know if that was a shot, but Shaw's cleared it away. And Bensebaini has fouled Martial. He's being called over. And he's got the first yellow card of the game. Johnson gets the second quickly after. United throw, Shaw to Rashford. Back to Shaw. Now Pogba finds Martial. Martial able to turn and go. Cuts inside, has a decent opportunity, and it's hit the post. And Sommer didn't seem bothered by the ball until it actually struck the post. And let's play some shorter passing. Gladbach have a corner. Hoffman. Maguire heads it up in the air. It's come to Neuhaus. Player to Hoffman. Cuts inside and shoots, and that's a brilliant save by De Gea to tip that over the bar. Hoffman now with the corner. Bensebaini's header doesn't find the target. Yellow card for Kramer. That's 3 now for Mönchengladbach. Maguire free kick. Short to Rashford. Here's Shaw. Finds McTominay in the middle. Him and Mascherano are exchanging passes before McTominay is forced back to De Gea. De Gea finds James with a good pass out to the wing. And Daniel James burns past Johnson. And James is making a good run. Cuts in, goes for goal from a tight angle. He should have centred it to Martial. It's saved by the goalkeeper, but should have passed it there, Daniel James. Maybe he's a bit jealous that he hasn't been getting on the score sheet as much as Martial and Rashford. Elvedi is now booked. That's 4 yellows for Borussia Mönchengladbach. Alexandria take the lead against Getafe. That's great news for us. Hopefully they can hold on to that. 1 minute added on, and it's half time. Okay. Not been a great performance, not been a terrible performance either. Do it for the fans, guys. Fans that came all the way to Germany. Well, for ones that are already in Germany, to be fair. It is still Manchester United after all. Gladbach though have a throw. Johnson to Zakaria. Zakaria with a poor pass back, and Martial just swivels round Bensebaini, and he's through on goal. Can he score? No, he can't. He drags it well wide. Once again, Martial just taking something that didn't look like it was going to work for us and turns it into a brilliant opportunity. Rashford hasn't been playing very well, so we're going to bring him off for... we'll bring him off for Jesse Lingard. Meanwhile, the highlight carries on. Kramer to Zakaria. Is Hoffman. Johnson. Back to Hoffman. Neuhaus, Zakaria, Kramer. Zakaria. Now Elvedi on the right. Elvedi, good tackle by Luke Shaw. Shaw sends it down the line for Martial. Here's Pogba. Shaw. Mascherano, Pogba. Pogba sends it through. McTominay's made a burst forward. Chance for Scott McTominay, and it's a lovely finish to give us the lead in Germany by Scott McTominay. Well found by Pogba. And things are looking good. We go up to top spot in the group for now. We're still going to take Rashford off, if only just to rest him. And Alexandria go 2-0 up. The good news just keeps on coming. Shaw's throw to Martial. Back to Shaw. Almost loses it to Zakaria. Bit lucky to get away with that. Finds Lingard, and he's found Martial. Plays it back to Pogba. First time for James. James in the box. Great chance for James, but he can't find the target. A lot more composure needed there by James. Elvedi's throw to Kramer. His Embolo. Across to Hoffman. And now Johnson goes for goal. Good save by De Gea. Hoffman with a corner. Pogba heads it away. It's come out to Mbolo. His player, Kramer. Chip pass finds Ginter, and Ginter goes for goal. Fortunately, that's a centre back, and he hits it well wide. Oh, and the big old scramble there has led to a Mönchengladbach corner. I'm surprised they didn't show the opening to that chance. Hoffman with the corner. Zakaria will try and keep it in on the other side. He does, but Mascherano blocks the cross, and they'll have a throw anyway. Getafe pull one back against Alexandria. Even a draw's okay though. Lindelof plays it back to De Gea. De Gea looking for Lingard and finding him. Lingard bursts forward. This is a good run. Lingard's cross. James at the back post. Shots blocked by Johnson. Here is James. Tries again. And his cross is blocked for a corner this time. Shaw will take. Header away by Zakaria. It's come to Mascherano. Lingard manages to hold it up and play it back to Maguire. Mascherano back to Maguire. Now Lingard tries to find Martial, but they weren't on the same wavelength that time. Bensebaini plays it forward for Johnson, and we have a throw. Wan-Bissaka to Martial, back to Wan-Bissaka. Inside for Pogba. Bensebaini clears it though. Maguire wins the header. Mascherano. Lingard plays it forward for Shaw. Shaw down the left. Looks at the back post, and James is there. That was a good effort, just unfortunately wide. Shaw with a throw to Pogba. Back to Shaw. Here's Mascherano. Pogba again. Lovely switch, and James will get to it on the right. Gets the better of Johnson. Johnson eventually tackles him back. Kramer to Zakaria. Zakaria sends it long for Mbolo. And this could be dangerous. Mbolo crosses blocked though. Lingard gets it back from Pogba. Is Shaw, Maguire, Mascherano happy to play it out of trouble. Lingard, good run forward. Plays it to Martial. Martial turns. Martial cleared away by Bensebaini. Not sure where the highlight was there at all, but whatever. Yellow for Hoffman, and players replaced by Thuram. Hoffman, yeah, we saw that, never mind. Stindl now on for Kramer. Wan-Bissaka throw to Mascherano. Back to Wan-Bissaka. Inside for Martial. Martial gets into the box. His cross is blocked. Bensebaini clears as far as Pogba. McTominay. Mascherano to Pogba. Mascherano out to Shaw. Down the line for Lingard. Back to Shaw. Here's Pogba. Shaw. Pogba. Mascherano. Martial. Clever pass for Luke Shaw. And Shaw from a tight angle. Once again, they always shoot instead of crossing in that situation. Really is annoying. Benez replaces Zakaria as their last sub. 4 minutes added on. Maybe last chance. Getafe have tied it up against Alexandria. De Gea catches Neuhaus's cross. Trying to think what that means. So that means we're 1 point Getafe. So it doesn't change. As long as we avoid defeat against Getafe in the last game of a group, we will top it. And McTominay has played it through Shal. Can we get a second right at the end? No, we can't. It's saved by Sommer. Draw with a corner. Headed away by Thuram. Has come out to Maguire. It's Jesse Lingard. Back to Maguire. And that's it. GG. We managed to win in Germany against Borussia Mönchengladbach. 2 consecutive away wins. Scott McTominay scoring the winning goal and getting the Man of the Match award. Worst players were Neuhaus and Marcus Rashford. So yeah, Getafe ended up getting that draw with Alexandria, but it doesn't really change much for them. We're a point ahead, so as long as we don't lose, we will top the group. It's funny how Getafe have beaten everyone else, including us, but then they've dropped points in both their games with Alexandria. Okay, Wolves have drawn with Braga as well. Qualified for the first knockout round. Pogba still needs a rest. Praise McTominay. Nice. Okay, so we are 19th in the Premier League, although a game in hand could potentially take us to 14th. It's all very tight in the Premier League at the moment. And next episode, we will only be playing in the Premier League, as we will play 2 home games in a row against Sheffield United and then a tough one against Tottenham before a trip to Burnley. But to summarise this episode, which I forgot to do, first game was disappointing. We lost at home to Leicester, despite, in my opinion, playing better than them. A Vardy penalty from a Shaw foul and Tielemans just before half time gave Leicester a win despite Lingard's very good equaliser. But then we got a very good win away to Aston Villa, a rare comfortable win, 2 goals from Martial and 1 for Rashford, before Scott McTominay's goal saw us beat Borussia Mönchengladbach and qualify from our Europa League group with a game to spare. Well, I'm going to have to rush over to do my Tagful stream, but I hope you guys did enjoy this one, and if you feel inclined, please check out my Discord. You can find out when I go live and when my schedule is. That will be in the link below. I hope you have a good day, and I'll see you on the next one, I hope. Peace.